Hoarder, how are you, mate? Said, so, Craig, we need to tie up our 3 players. I would agree with you. I can only give you my opinion on what I think happens on these 3 deals, of course, because I'm not inside the conversations. But Trent, maybe I'm being too optimistic here, but I think Trent will get resolved. Certainly when I've spoken to the likes of David Lynch and others, there's optimism on that front. You can talk about maybe having to overpay a bit or whatever, but I think we find a way and resolve Trent. I think the club need that win publicly as well. Virgil and Mohamed, I'm more confused about. So, obviously, again, I'm not inside the Mohamed Salah camp, but it seems as if there has been no offer put to him yet, and that the offer that may be put to him probably wouldn't reflect financially where he thinks he should be or what he may be able to get elsewhere. I hope we find a resolution with Mohamed Salah, that he can get a 2-year extension, maybe with the option of a 3rd, because we all know that Mohamed Salah can add to the squad. I just, again, would ask and question the logic of allowing these 3 players to get into a situation where they can potentially now walk away for free. And I don't know how that's good business. Virgil's our club captain. Trent is our vice captain. And Mohamed is the record goal scorer for us under the last two managers, excuse me. And all of these guys are sitting there feeling most likely like, are they wanted? Are they valued? Why have they not been offered new deals? They certainly won't be looking at the club and thinking, well, the club are doing everything possible to strengthen here and to build for the future. That's how I see it anyway. If we can't buy a number 6 in 3 or 4 windows, how are we going to replace Virgil, Salah and Trent next summer? No wonder Klopp left. Only so much he could do. This is one aspect of it, Darren, mate, that we haven't even really acknowledged yet as a fan base. Again, there's a lot of optimism and hope and faith being put in these positions, being solved to a satisfactory standard. I don't know what the future lies for those 3, mate. But even if 1 or 2 of them don't sign up, next summer we have a lot of work to do and a lot of big positions to fill. And again, excuse me for saying this, but I do not have faith in these cheap owners to put their hands in their pockets and bring in the best in those positions, because I have not seen in my time supporting Liverpool under FSG one time they've done it where they haven't had a boatload of cash from a sale like Coutinho. Last summer we spent 90 million net. This summer it feels like we were making up for that by bringing money back in. Luke Belton said, watch the club announce a contract for one of the 3 in the next few days to try stop the backlash of not signing what we need. Of course, mate, we could have predicted that ages ago. And here's the thing. Of course we're going to be happy about that as Liverpool fans. It's natural because we want those boys to stay. So it should be that that's a given, right? Because Trent shouldn't be in this position. We shouldn't have to even have this conversation about Trent. The fact that they've taken their eye off the ball and allowed this to happen, and it hasn't worried some people, that in itself makes me question, are they really sincere in their backing of the owners? Or are they just so far removed from reality that somehow this makes sense? Because to me, it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense how Trent Alexander-Arnold is allowed to get to this position. And a club that needs to make every penny count could potentially lose a 100 million quid player for nothing.